Hey everybody!
Hello. How is everybody today?
We're starting a little early, but we'll take this opportunity to talk about the Zdarsky. I can't even talk.
Chip Zdarsky.
Comic news. This is the second issue.
Mhm.
We handed out this first issue in our bags, and this one will go in bags as well. But we need to know if you are interested in us continuing to get these because
It's complete.
they're not free forever.
It's not.
They'll be free to
they're
you.
free to you, yeah.
But not to us.
But it's. I mean, it's informational while tongue in cheek.
It's fun. We were just laughing over a couple of the articles.
I really enjoyed it. Show them the top 10 artists.
Oh yes.
Well, if you notice in the cover, there's an article about Ryan Stegman, and the top 10 artists is. I don't know how well you can see that, but.
I'll do it here. So we have number 1, Ryan Stegman. Number 2, Ryan Stegman. Number 3, Ryan Stegman. Number 4, Ryan Stegman. Number 5, Ryan Stegman. Zoop. Number 6, Ryan Stegman. They're all X-Men, by the way. Number 7, Ryan Stegman. Number 8, Ryan Stegman. Number 9, Ryan Stegman. Number 10 Todd McFarlane.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't give different credits for Stegman under each thing.
But they're all X-Men.
But anywho, so that's Ryan. That's Zdarsky's comic
What does he
news.
say on the front? Ultimately, I view fans the way I view myself. I don't respect them.
But he teases an article that's not in it. Comic shop retailers, modern day heroes, or the greatest people to ever live. I'll let you guys decide. So books. Got a lot of books.
So
Got 23 different new
But we're going to
titles.
start off right away with a new number 1.
So, Archer and Armstrong, Assassination #1 of 2 from Valiant Comics. Prepare for an electrifying return as Fred Van Lente, acclaimed writer of Archer and Armstrong, The Michelangelo Code, and Archer and Armstrong, American Wasteland. I think you maybe wrote Archer and Armstrong.
I think so.
Reunites with the iconic duo for an all-new adventure. Can't find my mouse. There's my mouse.
Join them along with an unexpected ally as they unravel a twisted mystery and expose a dangerous conspiracy.
Oh, now it's my turn again?
Yes.
But as they delve deeper, they encounter familiar faces from their past, including the formidable Mary Maria and her lethal nuns. I wonder if that's Mary Maria. She doesn't look very nunly.
She doesn't. Anyway. Back issue. We do order magazines for our customers who are interested. Just have to look. Oh, excuse me. My back pocket just beeped. Batman, Superman, World's Finest is on number 30. Somehow I thought this was a limited series. I did not think this book was going to go to number 30. Did you?
It's supposed to be ongoing. This is the story of the first meeting of the Trinity, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, as told by Mark Waid.
Lucio Perillo cover there. And we have a Jorge Jimenez.
I really enjoy that English homage cover. The retro credits box and whatnot.
And the cape.
Mm-hmm.
I love the cape. Like, is he tearing it when it goes across walls and things? Because capes don't normally have all those extra lines. And
well, his cape has always had,
I know, but the Batman black and white statues have that kind of cape. I like that. Black Cloak. I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, I thought this was long gone.
This is a new series.
A new storyline.
New storyline. But Black Cloak was super fun. I loved it. And so you should read Black Cloak. Yeah, it's back. Blood Squad 7 is on issue number 4. And we have a Chris Mooneyham variant there.
I highly recommend this book. If you are ever into early Image, this is a book you want to give a try. Whether you like Image books or Talking Head comics, this is perfect for you.
Briar is back with issue number 8 of 8. So this finally finishes off the Briar storyline. It took a long hiatus there in the middle. But this is Briar Rose, in case you don't know. Beauty. But it's not, she saves herself. And it's many, many years in the future. And this is Alex Lynn's full art unlockable variant. Curious as to see who the skeleton with the sword is. We have a second printing of Berserker Face Full of Bullets by Francesco Manna. And then we have our next number one, which while he figures out what's going on over here, I will read. Chaotica Spellbound One-Shot from Coffin Comics. Chapter 1 of Chaotica's story. 48 pages of story and art. In hopes of taming her unpredictable power, Lady Death's daughter, Chaotica, journeys to Salem, Massachusetts, home of a shadowy society of witches. What she finds instead is a one-way ticket to a strange alternate Earth, a reality in which witches and warlocks rule humankind. This witch world appears to be a harmonious paradise, but soon Chaotica discovers looks can be oh so deceiving, featuring a special guest appearance by Lady Death. Aw, Mama shows up in the story.
Isn't that nice of her? I might need to get this issue a back issue. What Titans? That's a scorchingly nice cover.
It really is. Conan the Barbarian is on issue number 14.
Really fun Jay Lee cover there.
This is a beautiful Stuart Sager. That is just gorgeous.
That is really nice.
Our facsimile for today from DC is Crisis on Infinite Earths number 5. And of course, it's in foil because why not? So we technically don't have a new number 1, but we have a description for it, so I will let him read it to you because we have new cover art. I'm not exactly sure why it took them
it didn't.
past the time that number 2 came out to get the blank sketch out.
No. It came out originally. We just recently reordered it. We sold out of number 1.
We didn't get the blank ones. In other words. Okay.
No, I didn't order the blank one originally. But that was all I could get as far as first prints go of number 1. So we sold out of number 1, first print and second print.
Because it's a really good story. It's really cute. It's based on the game. It's really cute.
And we sold out of number 2 as well. The second print of that is coming up. But I was able to get this first print of number 1 and then this second. Hello?
You're not going to read?
Well, I was going to continue my sentence first.
Second print of number 2.
And then this, no, one of those is the first print.
And this is the first print of cover B.
Okay. In partnership with Devolver Digital and Massive Monster, acclaimed writer Alex Packnadell and Eisner Award-nominated artist Troy Little comes a deviously delightful, heretic-smashing excursion into the sprawling cosmology of the worldwide, BAFTA-nominated video game phenomena that IGN calls adorably demonic. In the land pervaded by cruelty and evil, the most innocent among us, young lamb, the last of their kind, was selected to become a final dark sacrifice. Their death would forever seal the darkest of the old gods from our. Yeah, their death would forever seal the darkest of the old gods. I have to look up. I can't not look up.
From our realm and usher in a new age ruled by the 4 eldritch bishops of the old faith. So Lamb died, then forged a deal of their own. At the crossroads of eternity, Lamb was met by the imprisoned deity known as the One Who Waits, who revealed the lies and distortions of the false prophets who rule the world above. And so Lamb was bequeathed the power and responsibilities of the Red Crown and returned to the land of living with unholy powers to exact vengeance and deliver a new cult unto the earth.
Yeah, what she said.
It's really cute.
She's fussing at me because I look up when I'm reading, and so I'm trying my best not to, but it's really awkward for me. So I have to get my head in the right position first off, so then I can use my eyes to look over there.
Shaking his head around.
But if my head's not in the right position, then I'm trying to, and it's not working. But anyway, Cult of the Lamb has sold out, like I said, first and second printings for us. And we've had a whole lot of folks buying it that I sold a whole lot more than I expected we would. So it must be something
because
really
it's really
good.
cute.
I need to give it a try.
He does.
But you
It's
probably do too. So not you, but that.
Yes, you need to try it out.
I mean, you said it's good, so I presume you tried it.
I have. Daredevil, a woman without fear, number 2.
Why is she crooked?
No, because she didn't want to fall into the hole. Sergio Davia has done the B cover.
It didn't ever fall into the hole. You have to like that.
Then there's this, Dark Knights of Steel, all winter. Number 1 was all in black and white. I have not read number 2 yet. I want to, so I'm not sure if it is as well, but it was a really good story. So I'm excited to read number 2. This did not make it my list of I'm allowed to read these books because I was trying to get finished with stuff. Christian Ward variant cover.
Really nice cover. And this next one's even nicer.
Mona Findon, which is beautiful.
Very nice. Thankfully,
Obviously,
they didn't go foil of that,
she's,
or else
you
I
know,
would have had
Deadpool is on issue number 5. And guys, I'm sorry, but the ugliest dog in Britain is a photo variant. Dogpool!
in Britain.
He won the ugliest dog
Oh, is
contest
that
in
him?
Britain. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Sergio Davila.
So it's a British dog.
It is a British dog. That Dogpool is British.
Yeah, I don't know. Use American dogs.
And
I just-
Annie Wu, Disco Dazzler.
I am enjoying the Dazzler, Disco Dazzler covers.
And Jan Balzuda's Marvel and Coca-Cola. Or Jan.
And I'm enjoying those too, although I don't know why. They are the stupid covers on the planet, but I have both. I can't help it.
Dick Tracy, number 4. We have a Borges cover A and a Schoonover cover B. Very Detective Dick Tracy on that cover right there. Darkwing Duck Justice Ducks, number 5. And then we come to the book that we had lots of people excited about and surprised by and wondering if it was just a one-shot or if it was going to be an ongoing series. And I'm happy to say, number 2 is here. I told you it was an ongoing series. Epitaphs from the Abyss. And it is EC Comics.
Continuing on the EC Comics tradition. Really good. The first one I haven't had a chance to read this one, but the first one had some really good horror stories.
This is Adam Polina.
Some of it more real world than I would have liked. But
And this is Jay Stevens' Homage, which is a 1 in 10. Look at that.
Definitely looking forward to reading that one.
So, yeah, cool. Gargoyles Quest, number 3. It's a restock. Get Fury, number 4. Ghost Rider Final Vengeance, number 6. Is that Ghost Rider versus Ghost Rider? It is, isn't it?
Well, yes, but it's the Hood Ghost Rider versus other Ghost Rider. I don't know which other Ghost Rider, but the Hood is the new possessor. No, not with the flaming chainsaw.
I don't know. G.I. Joe, a real American hero, number 309.
Heroes of the Half Shell.
No, that's not him.
It's a cartoon.
But it's not. He's not a hero in a half shell. It's a
I
long
just don't
cartoon.
I just don't understand.
But we also have a black and white cover.
They apparently made too many cartoons in the 90s.
This is true. And I wasn't allowed to watch any. Andre
How do you know
Bresson
that's
and
not
Adriana Lucas because I went to the movie. I was allowed to go see the movie, but I wasn't allowed to watch it on TV. I don't know that I was allowed to go see the movie, but I did anyway. Carl Kerschel gives us our P cover for Destro.
Also from the G.I. Joe universe.
Don't know.
Not the hero in a half shell either.
I don't know if she knew I was going to see them. Hey, look, there's a new sheriff in town for Gotham City Sirens, number 3.
A weekly 4-issue series.
4.
So I have not had a chance. I read number 1. I enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to reading number 2,
It was
but I haven't had a chance yet.
I have read number 3. But I love how it says Cats and Hats is the name of the story. Oh, why do we have two copies of cover A? I just realized. But anyway, there's and then we have one by W. Scott Forbes, which is super sweet.
Really, really nice cover there.
Beautiful Ji-Hoon Lee Poison Ivy. And then the Gilliam March full art prismatic foil that is part of the connecting covers.
You have to come in to see. You really,
yeah, you really. The prismatic
work,
doesn't show very well at all, but
work at all.
It's cool. Green Lantern War Hero is on issue 12 with variant cover by Mark Spears. And we have the first of our Superpowers variant by Jason Geyer and Alex Savick. And here's the book that Derek commented the most on this week because look here, it's Gun Honey Collision Course number 3, which I know you're thinking, didn't that come out already? And you'd be correct.
It came out 6 weeks ago.
It did, but not the foil cover.
It took them 6 weeks. This is 6 weeks to get the foil. Now, it's a nice foil. I give them that much, but 6 weeks to get the foil cover out.
I wondered why they did a foil of the one with her wearing a mask, but not the one of her not.
Because they. Sorry.
Maybe they accidentally printed too many of the one with the mask and had to go back and reprint it.
That could be.
I don't know. Anyway, huge detective.
An all-new detective noir of gigantic proportions. Okay, first off, I need to tell you that a lot of this description is in all capital letters.
Most of it.
I guess maybe to give.
I'll hold my finger up when you read a word that is not in capital letters.
Okay.
How about that?
I guess to get the huge part across. This is Huge Detective number 105 from Titan Comics. An all-new detective noir of gigantic proportions. Chinatown meets the BFG in an original series. Something huge is coming. When a string of murders and disappearances sweep the United States, a human and a giant with sizable detective skills are on the case. After a race of giants emerged from deep sleep beneath the earth, a bloody conflict ensued in what became known as the Omega Event. Eventually, a treaty is resolved, and is resolved? Do you resolve a treaty?
I don't know.
Eventually, a treaty is forged. Let's go with that. I like that verb better. It's forged, and the state of
Brobdingnag.
Yes, is created, allowing humans and giants to coexist harmoniously. Yet tragedy threatens to shatter the peace, and an unlikely partnership is formed between detectives Tamaki and Giant. And Giant is spelled Gyant because it's his name. It's not what he is. Yes, he's a giant named Giant. That's beside the point. As the pair attempt to stop the criminal at large, is the name of the criminal at large?
Apparently.
Because it's all in caps, just like Giant was. They find themselves involved in a mystery bigger's all in caps, than either could imagine.
The bigger in caps goes along with the whole giant and huge and
I guess, but and maybe that's why at large, because the word large is big. So maybe that's why it's not the criminal's name is at large. It's the criminal is at large.
They should not have capitalized at though. They should have
That's
just
true.
capitalized
It's
large.
Yeah, I really think that's gotta be the criminal's name at large. Could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
It says stop the criminal at large.
True. Well, but he's the criminal, he's the criminal.
But there's a Yapur variant cover.
Anyway, a new detective comic.
And
I'm
Magenta
about.
King. And Robert Hack.
I really like this retro distressed cover.
Detective paperback book. Oh, there's another one. And then there's Dalt's Davidson.
No, I'm curious. Reggie should be curious too.
You don't have a thingy for this?
I don't. People, can you say this with me? I don't do thingies for ash cans. I don't.
Hyde Street.
I don't. It's an ash can. We'll have the description when it comes out.
But the point of the ash can is to get people excited and hyped about the book.
We'll get excited and hyped. Only one of you can get it. We only get one ash can, so I'm not going to tell everybody what it's about. This way, the one who gets hyped the most can get it. It's
Infinite Worlds magazine from Infinite Worlds LLC.
Before you get to that, okay, so it is part of the Ghost Machine stuff, along with Geiger and Redcoat and Rook something. Rook Exodus. It's an upcoming miniseries. Ivan Rice is the creative mind behind this one, although I do believe it's written by Jeff Johns as well. So anyway, it's the horror line of Ghost Machine. See, I told them everything they need to know about it. Okay, so Infinite World Magazine, number 13, from Infinite Worlds LLC. After a short hiatus, Infinite Worlds Magazine is back. Each issue features over 64 pages of full-color, ad-free sci-fi wonder, including brand new short stories, comics, and art from creative minds all over the world. A cult sensation. Cover by Winston Blake. I'll be honest with you. So usually when I'm doing previews, I'm doing it last minute on Thursday night. It's due, and I just rushed through, and I don't really get a chance to look at all the various independent stuff. Apparently, this month, whatever this month was in the catalog, I had some extra time, so I was going more slowly. And that cover I thought that cover was awesome. So I'm like, that cover has to be on our shelf. And that is why we have ordered Infinite Worlds Magazine number 13. I have no expectation of ordering number 14 unless somebody buys 13 and says they want number 14. But I really like that cover.
You never know. Maybe number 14 will have an even more cooler cover.
It could, but I doubt I'll actually see it because I'll be rushing through previews and not notice it. Little inside baseball there.
But Jenny Sparks, number 1 of a 6-issue series from DC Comics.
And it's square-bound too.
The Wild Storm begins. What could 4 strangers have to do with the fate of the world? Find out as Captain Atom goes rogue, threatening to destroy the planet he once swore to protect. Can any hero stop him? Well, it may take the most unconventional of them all, Jenny Sparks, the one woman tasked with keeping all the heroes in line, no matter the cost. With a snap of her fingers, she's entered the fray and won't quit until the job is done. The spirit of the 20th century returns for the 21st in this action-packed new miniseries by Eisner Award-winning writer Tom King and artist Jeff Spokes.
So I'm a Tom King fan. Anything he writes is bound to be really awesome, I think. Usually a slow burn. Takes a while to get going, but I'm really curious to see what he does with the Wildstorm universe here. And it's got some really sweet covers.
Joy Operation.
To the world, all the boys and girls, joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. No? You said joy.
It's a Joy Operation.
Yeah, well, you still said joy.
Yes, this is the book I was telling you about.
The book you were telling me about?
Yes, I said it starts with Joy something, and I couldn't remember what it was, and I wanted to subscribe to it and make sure that we got it all, because this is a really good story.
Gotcha.
This is it. This is number 3.
Brian Michael Bendis.
I finally read number 1 and number 2, and I want to tell you that I'm like so excited to read number 3 because it's really good. Is Brian Michael Bendis, Stephen Byrne, and Joshua Reed, and Daniel Brereton did this variant cover here. This is the second series set in the Joy Operations world. That's why it says 2. But it's issue 3. But it's really good. And it picks up basically where the other one left off. So
Do you have to have read the other one first?
no, but it would probably help to know why she has a head voice in her head.
I'm pretty sure we have all the other original series. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we do. And if not, I know they've got it in collected edition.
Judge Dredd.
Storm is coming.
We have issue 468 and 469. These English books take a little while to get here, so they tend
There's a
to...
big pond between us and England. I don't know if y'all are familiar, but it slows things down.
Well, why they send 2 at the same time? I guess it saves on shipping costs. I don't know.
Well, it's probably a matter of that held up in customs or on a boat somewhere or something.
The Last Haremy? Is that how that's pronounced?
Harlemite, isn't it?
Harlemite. It's hard to read.
Now, this one.
Can you read that? Last Harlemite.
No, not really.
Okay,
Oh, mine? Okay. In Last Harlemite number 1 and number 2, Red 5 Comics. In the ruins of downtown Manhattan, Mansa ventures on a daring quest fueled by memories of his sister and loyal companion, Benzo. As he navigates through the perilous post-apocalyptic terrain, confronting mutated beasts, Mansa discovers that true adventure lies not just in overcoming obstacles, but in the unbreakable bonds forged with his friends Miguel and Tommy. I got no idea. But we do have 1 and 2 out the same week. Now this one, there's no
The 4-issue series.
This did not come across the pond.
No, it did not.
It maybe came as far as Canada. That's about it.
Lawful is on issue number 3.
I have got to get caught up.
Miguel Mercado.
I enjoyed number 1. I wanted more from it than it gave me, so I really need to get number 2 and number 3 read.
Anyone else read number 2? I don't know why. We both read number 1. Anyway, Local Man is on issue number 13.
Also a great book if you're a fan of early Image.
And then it's time for the Lucaverse, Catalyst, Luca Brothers, Solar, and Super Astro. Lucha. This is number 2 of 3 from the Luchaverse. And the variant cover is by Leo Colapietro. Luchaverse, whatever. You two know who I'm talking about. What I'm talking about. Don't you? Mancoat and the Bunnyman, number 2. Beware the Pigman.
I'm not sure how this next cover pertains at all.
No, me neither. Except it's Sonia Mateus, and it's pretty. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Oh, sorry, that's a different.
Yeah, different thing.
Namor is also back with number 2.
That's another series that I never finished watching.
And Craig Russell. You never finished Heroes? Really?
Nope.
Wow, I haven't finished Heroes.
Did you finish it when they brought it back?
It wasn't as good.
Oh, so you finished that as well?
I think I did. I watched it. I know at least the first one. It was kind of. Lucas Wernick 2023 new Stormbreakers full art variant. And then we come to
retro cover there.
Nightclub 2, number 1, vampire superhero action from Dark Horse Comics. After last year's smash hit series, your favorite vampire superheroes are back. The only problem is that they've all fallen out, and Sam is never going to forgive Danny for dating the girl he loves. Is he about to start his own rival vampire gang? From best-selling, award-winning creator Mark Millar.
This is part of the Millar verse. They were featured in the Big Game series, and this takes place after that. And someday, Netflix will have a TV show of some sort about them, and I am looking very much forward to that.
Nightwing! Belen Ortega and Alejandro Sandres did the swimsuit variant.
It's not a swimsuit.
And he's wearing shorts. He's wearing
shorts, yes.
I mean, it could be a bathing suit. They go like that. Not all guys wear Speedos, thank God.
He wears a skin-tight costume. He'd wear Speedos. Probably more of a G-string than Speedos even. But go ahead, keep going. Don't let me interrupt.
Annette Kwok did the Beetlejuice variant.
Beetlejuice.
Because we said it 4 times now. Paranoid Gardens, yes. Chris Weston did the A cover. This is number 2 of Paranoid Gardens. Did you read number 1? Because I did not.
Okay, yes, I read it.
This is Glenn Fabry.
And I asked you to read it. I love that. I like.
No,
I
you
did
not. You
Yes.
said I don't think you would like it.
No, I don't think so.
You did.
No, I think you think of other books that came out that week. But anyway, Hello Darkness, I don't think you'll like. But it's got something still the children's story in it, so you have to read it. But it's creepy.
I read that one.
This is not creepy. This is really good. This is by Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance and creator of the Umbrella Academy, which we finally finished the Umbrella Academy series on Amazon Prime. I still stand by what I said before. Series 1, good. The last season, good. In the middle, kind of not so much. But this is Paranoid Garden. I really enjoyed number 1. Not completely sure everything that's going on, but I really enjoyed it.
Hey, we have a video for Huge Detective. Do you think maybe we should watch it?
Oh, hey, we could do that. Let's go back. Do you want to put that? Sorry, put it up. But hey, anyways, this is Huge Detective, the trailer for it.
Okay,
So
now we're
sorry
back
about that.
with a new number 1. This is Petra.
And we don't have a video for this one.
We lost somebody in our videos. Maybe we shouldn't show videos.
From Dark Horse Comics, from the celebrated creators James Robinson and Scott Collins, comes this new supernatural series about slasher monsters, mad scientists, and cult movie-inspired horror. A young girl named Patra wakes up with no memory of her past. All she knows is that a big knife and a horrific mask appear whenever she's in danger. Oh, that, and a deranged killer in the tradition of the 1980s slasher films who is slaughtering families in a small Midwestern town and wants to make Patra his victim too. Join us for a new series as one brave good little girl faces both monstrous dangers and mysterious secrets in this homage to the classic horror movies of yore. Now, so I'm really excited. I'm really excited to read this book. I love James Robinson. He did the Good Starman from, I guess it was in the 90s now, over at DC, and a bunch of other good stuff. However, he is paired with the most horrible, well, not the most horrible mainstream comic book artist on the planet, Scott Collins. This guy can't draw for crap. I mean, look at the cover A. Ugh. So I really want to read the book because the description sounds really good.
Yeah, that is his cover.
Yeah,
This is Francesco Francavilla.
Yeah, that's much better. I'm really curious with the books. I love James Robinson. Man, that art is going to kill me. I don't understand why this man is allowed to draw comic books. Anyway.
You don't have a strong opinion about it at all, do you? You should stand behind your convictions and
I tell it like I see it. I mean, there are some artists who I just don't like. That's fine. I don't like Rita Jr. I don't care for his art, but I understand that his art is not bad, and there are plenty of people who like his art. Scott Collins can't draw for poopy sakes. Not for poopy sakes. I don't know who's still here watching, but not for poopy sakes.
Penthouse Comics. Let's move on to nice art. Okay. It's not bad. Okay.
Okay, I will give you
It's not bad.
that for what this is, being horror, it's not bad. He drew Flash.
Okay, and Flash looked like that in that.
Exactly.
No, but in that book,
it doesn't look as bad in horror. I will give you that much. Still, there are plenty of other artists.
Filippo Curzi. Woo woo.
Lots of naughty stuff here from Penthouse Comics.
Matteo Scalero.
And I just want y'all to know that I don't order these books because I want to. I am told by Joetta that I have to carry this for.
Claudia Carafagna. Not safe for work bagged variant. You'll have to come in and buy it if you want to see it. There's the Yoon Sungen. Not safe for work bagged variant. Looks vaguely like the other one, but I bet underneath it doesn't.
Does anything on the cover say that it's the artist or something? Or is it the exact same bag?
I think it says it on the back, but I'm not sure. Then we have this is by MVXIMV, which if I had the time, I should have figured out what that is, but I don't. Roman numerals. I don't know what his name is. Anyway, and then this is the 1 in 10, which is by Suspiria bagged variant. So that's even more. Cuckoo-doo. But then we have an Alinity, which is a photo variant, which is limited to 1,500.
Those we don't. I'm not uppricing copies we get of that, but for each issue, the limited cover like this has gone stupidly priced online. But I need to scan that QR code. I'm really curious. When you scan the QR code, you get an image of the cover. That'd be cool. Wrong button.
He's experimenting.
That's when it's being stupid.
You have to agree to whatever it's asking you.
Well, I'm not getting anywhere just yet, but maybe it's not active.
Okay, well, I will read about Permadeath, which is a one-shot from Dead Sky Publishing. Permadeath is your one shot at two tales of terror written by Jonathan Chance. Set aside the playing cards and the poker chips in this retirement home. The big game is astral projection. The buy-in is high and could cost you your life. Art by Rafael Langeles. Then join artist Del Barras in Scattershot, where the lines between video games and righteous quests blur as life and limb are nothing compared to glorious victory. Planetary Expansion, Chapter 3, Part 2. Special guests, Part 2. From Critical Entertainment. Plastic, Death and Dolls.
Number 2 from Image.
Number 3.
Number 3. Oh, wow.
And then we have a new number 1, which is Power Rangers Infinity from
Boom Studios.
Boom Studios.
Sorry. Copy and paste, not always my friend. From Boom Studios. This is
I didn't read it though because I was like, wait, what?
This is the beginning of a new series for Power Rangers because they just canceled the previous one. This features I can't find my mouse again. This features a new cast of Rangers in the wake of an event that has shook the Power Rangers universe to its very foundations. The stage is set for a brand new adventure when a diehard Rangers fangirl named Lola somehow finds herself mixed up in a wacky mess spanning multiple universes. Get ready for total mayhem as the new Infinity Force team faces off against the bombastic and fantabulous villain Poisandra, a D-lister with a dangerous level of insecurity, with all of reality at stake. Will Poisandra's world-wrecking rampage lay waste to the fragile multiverse, or can this totally ludicrous team come together in time to stop her? DC superstar Sam Humphries and acclaimed art team Brandt and Stein create a truly unique and outrageous Power Rangers tale that brings a more phenomenal spin to multiverse stories. Everybody has to have a multiverse these days. They're all the rage.
It looks like a manga team.
Yeah. I don't know what the giant bear thing is behind
It's the Red Ranger.
But what is it? Actually, the face looks
It's a polar bear.
No, the face looks more like a llama. The body doesn't, but the face. Look at the face. Is that not a llama's face?
It's a Red Ranger.
Looks like a llama.
Powerpuff Girls number 2
From Dynamite Comics.
Paulina Gacho, Karen Darbo, Nicoletta Badari, and yes, that's right, a blue blank variant.
Yep.
Which one's the blue one?
I've never, again, there were a lot of 90s cartoons.
What was the blue? Which one's the blue one? Like, comment, subscribe, and when you comment, tell me what the name of the blue one was, because I don't remember.
And I never knew. And I'm happy that way.
There's a blue one, yeah.
There's a blue one. I didn't say there wasn't a blue one. I just said I have no idea.
Well, no, I didn't watch it. Remember, I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons.
But you know all about them.
Predator.
Predator versus Black Panther.
I'm only 3 years younger than you, but tell me, were people not talking about cartoons in school all day? Was it not a topic of conversation at your school?
I really honestly don't remember. And Power Rangers, again, was not in the 80s or 70s. Or Powerpuff Girls, again, was not in the 80s or 1970s. So if it came out in the 90s, I know nothing about it. Thank you. They didn't say that the first time.
Okay.
I know I did.
Well, keep reading about Predators versus Black Panther number 1 from Marvel Comics.
Without moving my
And
head.
I will show you the Scotty Young variant, which is so cool.
Yeah, that is fun. What does he say?
He said, I don't really know that I understand. He says, I gotta get to T'Challa. T'Challa's dad.
I gotta do what?
I gotta get to I'm gonna get to T'Challa.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna get to T'Challa. To chop his head off? Is that what you say?
See, I'm wondering.
I'm gonna get to T'Challa. I didn't get it either.
It's been a long time.
That's a cute picture.
I'm going to embarrass myself here
Cute
because
picture.
I'm not sure. Was Schwarzenegger in Predator? I feel like he was. And if he was, is this something about his accent?
Oh.
Does he say that in the movie maybe? And I just, like I said, I saw Predator. I assure you, I saw Predator just a long time ago. She won't horror, so. In spite of all the actiony stuff, there's jumpy out stuff.
I wanted to see it, but there's too much invisible things that.
It is Alien, the first Alien, not a horror movie. Predator, even less of a horror movie, I assure you.
But it's the jumpy out, invisible, kill you things. You don't see them coming, and then I don't like that.
No, that's not how it works.
We watched a movie that was not anywhere near horror or action or whatever, and I still jumped out of my skin and was ready to leave the theater. What was it we just saw that made me jump?
Twisters.
Yes.
But
I enjoyed the movie, but
that is a Joetta
I was
issue.
ready to leave.
Purely and simply. Yes. If I were to go like, see, I mean, that is absurd. I telegraphed it. Granted, I telegraphed it close to doing it, but that is absurd. Why would she jump? So
don't like it. Read.
See what? Oddly enough. Oh, okay. I started to say it doesn't work a second time, but apparently it does. Last time I did it a second time, it didn't work the second time.
I was paying attention to something else.
Oh, okay.
This is only you.
Predator versus Black Panther #1 from Marvel Comics. Wakanda is prey. You saw the Marvel Universe's most tenacious mutant go up against one of the greatest killing machines in history in Predator versus Wolverine and survive. Now the planet Earth lives on in Predator lore, a planet full of the most exhilarating prey they could imagine. And the strongest weapons in the multiverse are in their sights. When a young Predator with something to prove comes for Wakanda's vibranium, the Black Panther faces an enemy whose resources rival those of his great nation. Who will prove stronger? Benjamin Percy teams up with Stormbreaker artist Chris Allen to pit king against king in a bloody new series. I really enjoy Chris Allen's Stormbreaker covers, so his interior art should be really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the design variant. I'm a sucker for design variants.
Red Light. It seems like it's been a long time since #3 came out, and I didn't realize that there was more Red Light to come, but I'm really excited. This is #4 of 4. And we have a Pope and Sea League variant cover. And then we have a Priscilla Pietrate's erotic film homage variant.
I read #1 of this.
In case you don't know,
really good.
She's a sex.
Well,
Red Light.
Yeah, I mean,
she's not a she though.
Well, she is a she. She's not a human though.
She's
but #1 was really, really good. I need to get caught up on it.
#2 and #3 were really, really good too. I am caught up. Really, really good. Redcoat. We're talking about the Ghost Machine stuff. This is from the Ghost Machine multi-universe. No, universe.
This is from the unnamed.
Yeah, and this
universe
is Lima Arras Joe and O'Halloran variant cover. In case you didn't know, Redcoat is immortal.
First, I think Redcoat is the best of the 3 so far that we've gotten.
I like Redcoat. It's got animals in it. Rick and Morty! Youth in Revolt. Actually, it's Youth in Rick Volt.
I will not read this.
#1. And there's a B cover. It's Rick Volt.
Okay. You're not reading it either. I'm fine with that.
I'm not reading it either. Oh, I'm reading that one. Oh, I didn't realize it was I didn't know what you're talking about. Go back down.
You're going to read it? Put back on the thing then.
It's so long.
Oh, you thought I meant the book.
Why is it so long? From acclaimed writer Michael Moretti and up-and-coming illustrator Tony Gregori comes a revolutionary Rick and Morty series about rebellion, adolescence, and freedom. Rick's been cagey lately, especially cagey and secretive. And yet another misadventure with Morty goes haywire. Morty begins to pull away from his grandfather. So Rick does what any healthy, mentally stable grandparent would do. He secretly creates a universe with new grandchildren who actually love him. Only problem is that universe has now reached adolescence and is rebelling, threatening the entire universe. This uprising, led by a fierce, glass-eyed Morty and his army of revolutionaries, aims to fight and kill the very god that created him, Rick. Okay. If I liked Rick and Morty, that might be an interesting story. But anyway, Robot Plus Girl.
In their defense,
#3.
I don't think you've ever seen Rick and Morty.
I have not.
I know I haven't. But
I have seen enough of it to know that I don't care. Robot Plus Girl 1 and 2 were really good. I'm excited for #3. It's cute. It's fun. Who doesn't love robots and girls falling in love? Hey, look, it's Rick Exodus, just like I was talking about.
Rook Exodus. That's what you said, Rick Exodus. This is
Rick and Morty, Rook Exodus.
This is part of the Ghost Machine Rick and Morty crossover. Rick Exodus.
But that is a number, what, number 2? Yes, number 2 second printing. And this is the number 3 second printing. So that you can get caught up.
I like them doing the covers that way.
This is the characters. See, they control animals with their
I'm gonna
helmets.
say, what do they call them? I don't remember now. They have a name for the people who do that.
They do, but I don't remember what it is. Skill trade. Don't ask me questions like that. You know I don't know the answers. Skill trade number 4. Also really good. Has a surprise ending at the number 3, so I can't wait to find out what happens in number 4. Max Dunbar limited trade dress.
When I will grow up, I want to work in a comic shop all day and not real business and get your comic books. I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. I read a comic book today at work. In fact, when my boss came in and asked me something, I said, "Okay, I'll do that as soon as I finish reading the comic book."
Did you really say
I
that?
did.
What did you say?
He didn't say anything. I was trying to finish Power Fantasy. It was really good. I had to finish
It was really good. He just asked me to read it before we started the video. Scarlet Witch number 3. Hey, Belen Ortega. And Jessica Fong, Disco Dazzler. I like how she's making disco balls out there of magic. It's kind of fun. And then this is Ron Lim's Marvel and Coca-Cola variant.
I don't know why. There's something about
Is
Coca-Cola
Doctor Strange
variants.
like helping her, or
I'm not really sure.
like Hulk is stealing the thing of soda? And yes, that's a Doctor Strange
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
thingy.
Strange work.
Self-help. Did you read number 2?
I have not.
I didn't either. And number 3 is out. What the heck happened to us?
Number
We were
3
so
is out?
excited. This is
Number 2.
oh no.
Is it
it's
number 3? Okay, no. That's number 2 because we sold out, so we didn't get a chance to read it.
And this is number 3.
And that is number 3.
Number 3 is out.
Yes. Well, we sold out on number 2.
What
So
happened? How did we not read?
again, it was more popular than I thought it would be, so I didn't order enough number 2s. We have more number 2s. We have number 1s, so now you can get.
And there's
caught up.
another cover to number 3.
I need to get caught up.
You need to get caught up as well. And then there's this. Something Crawled Out. Number 1 of the 4-issue series from Vault Comics.
Something wicked crawled out of. Sorry, let's try this again in English. Something wicked crawled out screaming. Edith. Nope.
You want me to read it?
Yep.
Something wicked crawled out screaming. Edith Eddie Miller has no grand plans or great prospects. She spends her days sleeping in and her nights working shifts at a gas station. But when her younger sister fails to come home, Eddie unearths a web of missing girls and rotting bodies. The police prove useless, so Eddie teams up with her best friend Rainer in a desperate hunt to find her sister. The only thing is, Eddie believes her best friend might be the devil himself.
Did you get a chance to read it yet?
No.
I don't get the whole. I mean, obviously, the first sentence, something wicked crawled out screaming, has nothing to do with the rest of the description. So I don't understand, but I'm very curious. And the cover is really fun.
And this is going to be one of the ones where you buy number 1, you get number 2 free.
Is it?
It is.
But if you get a free number 1, you don't get number 2 free, right?
Right.
I presume we're giving out free number 1s as well, are we not?
I thought
Did I ever speak?
you weren't.
Do we know?
Mm-hmm.
No, not for kids.
No. But anyway, Spawn Universe, Rat City. We don't ever talk about these things beforehand.
I'm not allowed to call the shop when I'm at work because she's busy doing something always.
No, today you called right when I was in the middle of eating.
Typically, it's
How
playing
many
with
times
Arcana
is it?
cards.
To where I'm. Amazing Spider-Man facsimile. This is our Marvel facsimile for the day. Week, whatever. It's number 259. What happened at number 259, honey? Quick, off the top of your head.
It's part of the Black Costume storyline that they're reprinting for some reason. That's all I got for you. Nothing important happened. It's just part of the Black Costume storyline. They're reprinting the
Hey, look,
entire
it's the
Black
Miles
Costume.
Morales annual.
Which is oddly enough not part of the Infinity Watch storyline going on in all the Marvel annuals. And annoyingly enough, the description starts off in Spanish. Vamos a San. And I
Come
can't.
on, you speak Spanish.
Not today. I don't speak anything. Have you not noticed that? Vamos a San Juan. There we go.
Wow.
Miles Morales and the fam are headed on a family vacation to San Juan.
What's wrong?
Uh,
To San Juan, Puerto Rico. But his mom, Rio, has relatives Milo has never met. Miles has never met. I don't know why I said Milo.
Milo
Relatives with secrets that could turn Spidey's world upside down. Okay, because the Rico above it and the Miles, I have dyslexia, guys. And sometimes it's not just in the single word. It's like, it can be anywhere on the page.
But y'all should be glad that she screwed up and then kept talking, because otherwise that's going to start singing after Upside Down. Boy, you turn me round and round.
Upside down. Inside out. Okay, Spider-Man Reigns, second printing.
Of number 1, right?
Yeah. And then Spider-Woman is on issue number 10. And that is our Spider family for the week. And then we have a new number 1, which is called Stand Still.
There's a lot more reading to come.
It is
Do you want to do it all?
8-issue series from Image Comics. Meet Riker Rule, an enigmatic, lecherous, and clinically insane sociopath who is suddenly in possession of a top secret device that can freeze time. That does not sound like a good mix. Now, as the bodies of world leaders pile up, famous works of art go missing, and other strange crimes dominate the headlines. Wait, what did you do? Only the device's creator, a run-of-the-mill science geek, knows what's happening and sets out to stop Riker's seemingly endless revenge tour. If you could stop time, what wouldn't you do?
This is a question.
Hmm.
This is a good question. I'm kind of curious about the series.
What would I do if I could stop time? I don't know. If I could turn back time. Okay. Star Wars. I can't say this name. Ahsoka?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, anyway.
Maybe it's
second
Ahsoka.
print. Ahsoka. That's it. Ahsoka. Number 1, second print. Star Wars: High Republic Adventures. Enemies of Arenya. And then number 17 of Superman, Down the Dark Path. This is an Absolute Power tie-in that if you, wait, this is the right one? If you bought 16, you get 17 free.
Correct.
We still have copies of 16.
Guest starring, as you can tell from the cover, and from the next cover, Zatanna.
Zatanna! And there's a swimming suit. Does that swimming suit meet with your approval?
Or swimsuit, but it's also like when he wears on the outside of
a
suit.
His sunline, his tan.
Yeah, that is. But artist choice and all.
And Mikkel, it's with the leaves are making the sun pattern. The sun coming through the leaves.
Oh, okay.
That's what that is. And I like that anyway. This is Mikkel Janen's Resistance cover, so they all have their own "We're Fighting Back"
and
covers.
They obviously couldn't call it that because Marvel called their series of black costume covers black costumes or something, black uniform, whatever. But all the Resistance ones are black uniforms, which I think is interesting.
You and Lois still an item? Just asking for a friend. That's the Beetlejuice cover.
I like that. I'm sorry.
It's a shrunk red Superman.
Mm-hmm. Okay, have you seen the first Beetlejuice?
Mm-hmm.
Did it scare you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they refer to Beetlejuice as a horror movie. I'm like, that's not a horror movie.
No, but it had jump outs.
I guess.
It had jump out scares.
I guess.
But I saw it.
Jump outs startle
Burton is
me.
weird.
They don't scare me.
Tim Burton is weird. His mind is
Very weird. I wish they'd do an Edward Scissorhands sequel.
Oh.
That I would really enjoy.
I love Edward Scissorhands. Merca and Alpha Sweet Paprika, black, white, and pink.
That's just a reorder.
Caution, the cover may be hot. Giant size Thor.
Giant size Thor Spectacular, guest starring Hercules. Thor, Allfather, and Hercules, god of heroes, have joined forces many times as fast friends and fierce rivals, but never before like this. For in the farthest reaches of space, the deific duo face Faced? Past tense? That's what it says. Faced the greatest and most terrifying war machine ever created, and it bore the Thunderer's face. This is the story of the giant-sized Thor. Is there an actual Thor that's giant-sized? So it sounds like. Also, reprinting Bob Harris and Jackson Gase's Thor number 365, a Thor and Hercules tale told by the only real authority on such things, Hercules himself.
I'm thinking this is the thing with the Thunderer's face. The giant-sized Thor.
Yeah, I guess so. Is it like a robot Thor? A giant-sized robot Thor?
I don't know.
Maybe we get a team up between giant-sized Thor and the huge detective.
Oh, there you go. Thundercats, number 7.
Then I am letting you read the rest.
This is a Jay Lee cover. It's pretty cool. We have a Ivan Tao cover. We have a super fun foil Lucio Perillo. I'll let you hold that up. And then the Ivan Tao is also in foil, which is the 1 in 10. They are smexy.
That is a super hot. Oh, yeah. Side by side. That is a super hot foil cover.
Oh, that was side by side. That worked out fine. Titans is on issue number something or other. 14. 14. Mateus DeLucis.
That's a fun cover.
And Swanee did the swimsuit issue.
I love this.
See, you can't see his swimsuit, so you don't know that he's not wearing it.
He's naked?
His shorts.
I don't know if
He's wearing the shorts.
If this creator is a male or female or what, but I like their art.
Jason Geyer and Alice Savieks did the DC Superpowers cover. They're fun. Transformers number 10. I think that's a repeat. Restock, whatever. Ultimate Spider-Man is on issue number 8. The Ultimate Universe is doing really well, and if you haven't caught up on the new Ultimate Universe that came out this year, last year, last year.
No.
Did it start in January?
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, if you haven't read that, you need to get caught up on it. This is number 8 of Ultimate Spider-Man. I think we have at least one.
They have done multiple printings of every issue so far. So yeah, they're
Lucio Vecchio and Lee Garbett. Usagi Yojimbo is back with issue number. Oh, this is part 5 of 5 for The Crow. So they're continuing the numbering, but they're each individual little storylines. So you can read. It had the there's another one. Yes, it's 279.
Okay, gotcha. So it's the Crow number 5, but it's overall Usagi Yojimbo number. What did you say?
279. Yep. And then we come back to Venom War. Carnage, number 1 of 3 from Marvel Comics. You can't have a war without Carnage. As Dylan and Meridius rally their troops, Carnage has plans of his own. Could they involve the new deadly to symbiotes weapon he discovered in Carnage number 8? And whose side will he ultimately be on? Writer Torin Grubeck and artist Pierre Perez bring you a new series that is just as blood-soaked as you would hope. And there is a Jan Balzuda Stormbreakers variant, which is super fun. The Wolfman Carnage.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
We also have a John Tyler Christopher Negative Space for Kid Venom.
Second printing.
Super fun. And then it's time for Venom War Venomous. Number 1 of the 3-issue series from Marvel Comics. The Venomous Black Widow. Black Widow and her newly trained symbiote are jumping into the Venom War and picking a side. Fresh off their new understanding from the Black Widow Venomous one-shot, Widow starts looking into horrific experiments Alchemax has been running based on their symbiote program. But she isn't the only one. Natasha's old teammate from her Secret Avengers days, now known as Agent Anti-Venom, is also on the case.
So they're doing with Venom War what they did with Blood Hunt. You've got the main series, Venom War, and then you've got several 3-issue miniseries jumping off from it. And all around, this is a series that asks the questions, what if Marvel threw a war and nobody showed up?
Witchblade is back with number 2. Super sexy cover here by Joelle Jones.
Did you read number 1?
I read like the first 2 pages.
I really
had
want-
to stop.
I really
Somebody
need to.
came in and asked me a question, and I had to go do that. I'm excited to read it too. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. This is issue number 12 of Wonder Woman, and also is free if you bought issue number 11.
This is the second part of the Absolute Powers tie-in storyline.
This is the beautiful Tedesco variant cover. I
That is-
love that cover.
That is super nice.
This is the Tony Daniel cover.
I really like this one too.
This is
I love
the
this.
super sexy Gilliam March swimsuit variant. This is the Mikkel Janin Resistance variant, and you're right, she is wearing a blackish costume. And this is Elizabeth Torques and Sabine Moss's Beetlejuice variant cover.
More covers than you can shake a stick at.
I can shake a stick at it.
You didn't have a stick.
From X-Men,
It's easy to shake a stick. If
we
you don't
are
have a
back
stick.
with Phoenix number 2.
Could you shake a stick if you had a stick?
Tran Nguyen.
Win.
Derek Chu.
What's he chewing? What am I chewing?
He spelled his name wrong. It's not Chu. And Nicolette Baldari.
You say it's not chew?
It's not Chu.
Derek Chew, it's not chew. It's him, not chew. We're very tired.
I'm so sorry. To whoever you are who has hung around, I appreciate you so much.
That's a fun cover. I like that.
It is.
Actually, all these are fun covers.
They are.
So I don't like covers.
Also in X-Men is Wolverine Revenge.
Okay,
Number 1.
so I told somebody the other day that I've never read a Wolverine comic, which is true. But, well, I guess it's not totally true, because I did read Origin, at least the beginning of it. But anyway, this is by Hickman, so I am definitely going to read this. I love Jonathan Hickman's stuff. He has done great work. I have to admit, after I read the description, I'm kind of like, really? Do I want to? But it's Jonathan Hickman. So in spite of what Joetta is about to read to you, it's going to be a really good series. I know it.
Hickman and Capullo join forces for a Wolverine epic like no other. Greg Capullo makes his grand return to Marvel Comics storytelling as he and Jonathan Hickman pit Wolverine against a cadre of foes who will turn his world upside down. He's been beaten, he's been bloodied, and Logan only has one thought on his mind: revenge. Don't miss this prestigious miniseries set to become one of the defining tales in Wolverine's storied legend.
Now, again, it's going to be an amazing story. I know that.
I love the photo there.
The photo variants.
And this is Saturday Morning Adventure. This is the super sexy foil cover. It's David Nakayama, which is super hot. It's awesome. And then this is John Jiang, which is a 1 in 25. But in case you thought, but this is Wolverine. Wolverine gets bloody and gory, and he really tears people apart with his
Before
claws.
you do that, can you give me everything but the first cover? So they can compare and contrast.
Okay, well, you hold this one up. We also have the red banded version.
Which you can tell from the cover is a bloodier version with some different artwork, some different wording, some different stuff tossed in there for good
It
measure.
has explicit content.
And it is polybagged for your protection.
The red band is very popular.
Very popular.
So they came out and decided to keep adding to it. And of all the books they chose, I think Wolverine was definitely a good choice.
Wolverine was a good choice.
Because Wolverine is definitely, I'm going to cut you off my claws, and that's bloody. It's just, it is.
I like the concept of the red band. I hate the fact that they're doing the gimmick
But
of
the one
polybag.
they did last week, they were all polybag.
Yeah, I
It
mean
was not a
Wolverine,
single
Werewolf by Night, red band is the whole series. Every variant is red band, so they're all polybagged. I mean, they need to have some that you don't have to rip open the bag so you can read it. Which at least I guess you can argue you'd read the tame version. But it just irks me that I think everybody has grown up enough in a comic shop that they don't have to worry about it.
And finally, we have Your Hunter from the Future, #1 from Antarctic Press, the classic comic that inspired the cult film, 50th anniversary, 1974 to 2024. In 1974, Argentinian master storytellers Ray Collins and Juan Zanato created Haga El Cazador, known in the English-speaking world as Yor, the Hunter from the Future. An elegantly drawn pulp adventure on par with other classic barbarian stories, Yor's comic book saga has much richer detail and backstory than the legendary cult film. The first of 4 fully packed 40-page volumes introduces Yor's world, where he battles dinosaurs and rescues his mate from a cult of barbaric blue men. If you like your fantasy heroic with a mighty dose of retro sci-fi, then Yor's the man for you.
So this is like the first appearance of the Blue Man Group?
Oh no.
I have no idea what movie they're talking about or what original Brazilian comic book series, and I'm kind of confused as to how the name Ray Collins is Argentinian, but what do I know?
Hey, look, Codex Black is on book 2. Codex Black is a really cute story.
It is pretty good art.
This is The Bird of Ill Omen, and it's a pretty good sized book.
I wish they'd formatted it better, but that's just me.
Fangirl is on book 4.
Oh, we're into the mangas.
We are.
We'd take that.
Godzilla Monster Island Summer Camp. It's a new #1. I get to read it. Welcome to summer camp. Time to swim in a lake, make arts and crafts, and travel through a portal to Monster Island. As an aspiring cartoonist, Zelda has always dreamed of attending an art summer camp. And this year, she finally gets to go. But when she arrives to make it summer camp, she's horrified to see the easels and sketchboards have been replaced with dodgeball and calisthenics. The camp is under new, suspicious management that's turned into an extreme sports nightmare. Determined to salvage her summer, Zelda escapes to a secluded corner of the island, finally somewhere she can draw in peace, at least until she stumbles upon a portal to a fantastic world. Welcome to Monster Island, Zelda! There, she makes a connection with baby kaiju Manila and discovers the beauty of these legendary creatures. However, all is not well on Monster Island. Great evils are stirring, and if Zelda can't protect their home, the kaiju will unleash their wrath on the world. There's your kaiju. Hate me, but let me stay. #1.
Some of these titles.
A BL Omegaverse story of love conquering all. Ever since the assault that led to his unexpected pregnancy as a teen, Koga Nayada on
Stop.
Omega.
Did it say his unexpected pregnancy?
That's what it says.
Continue.
He has harbored a deep fear and distrust toward alphas. He even convinced himself that he doesn't need a mate. After all, hasn't he raised his daughter Shizuku just fine on his own? Still, at the behest of his concerned mother, Naoto reluctantly attends a matchmaking party. There he meets Shishusha Haizuki, a teenage alpha who declares that Naoto is his destined mate. Naoto does his best to ignore the young man's advances, but he can't deny the way he feels in Hazuka's presence. Can Naoto overcome his fear and admit that maybe, just maybe, he might not hate this one alpha?
Hey, you want to know something funny?
It's a boys love Omegaverse.
We had 3 other videos that we didn't show. No, we had 4 other videos that we didn't show.
4 videos.
I thought I took my time
Okay,
to get those.
in between, why don't you show a video, and then I'll get to the next book.
Okay, that works. Thanks for that romance.
Wow, we are so bad.
We haven't had videos in so long, so I kind of forgot. Bring the mouse out of the way, 'cause I didn't need it. I guess that was the bad guy of the series laughing there at the end.
I want to do bad things with you. #1. Mayamori Wataya is used to being a nobody. She lingers in the shadows of her high school, dismissed by everyone around her. That is, until she meets Soshi Fuji, the school's notorious troublemaker. Fueled by her deep admiration for villains, Mamori quickly becomes captivated by Fuji's devil-may-care attitude, and together they embark on a rebellion against the status quo. She's carrying him off into Okay, it's time for you to show another video.
Where are we at? Here we are. I'm not reading this. Don't talk. All right.
Okay, I don't get it. In another world, my sister stole my name. Another one of the In Another World books. Through a handheld mirror connected to another world, college student Ichika shares a friendship with a boy named Cecil, one that only her older sister Karen knows about. When Karen and the mirror disappear one day, Ichika is devastated. Grief turns to shock a year later when she too is sent to the world on the other side, only to find her lost sister and grown-up Cecil. Except, why are her sister's first words to you, "I've missed you, Karen," and why is everyone else calling her Ichika?
Okay.
In a world where her name and her past have been stolen, Ichika must find a way to forge her own destiny.
Sure.
Jujutsu Kaisen is on issue number 23. Kushinoki is flunking her high school glow-up.
Number 1.
Pretty girl phobic boy meets clueless but pretty girl. Kisuki Shizuki might have been an outcast in middle school, but not anymore. The trauma of being rejected by his first crush left Shizuki with a phobia of pretty girls and the drive to remake himself and start high school fresh. New looks, new friends, new confidence. That is, as long as he avoids the cuties and anyone who knows anything about his past. Unfortunately for him, the prettiest girl at his new school just happens to be his former middle school classmate and another ex-outcast, Shizuka Kusunoki. Unlike Shizuki, Kusunoki still lacks the social skills to make the most of her new appearance, and she wants Shizuki's help. But helping Kusunoki will mean spending a lot of time around a beauty and drawing some not-so-welcome attention. Two ugly ducklings struggle towards swandom, but will their dread, or feelings for each other, drag them back down? Okay, time for another video.
Wow. That's a lot of words that
I
sound
don't
the
speak
same.
Japanese, and they don't.
Welcome, one and all, to the Grand Garden Arena in New York City. Don't leave those seats, folks, as the four-way brawl for it all is about to begin. Tonight's match is a no-rules, gore and bruise shoot fight that... Oh! What the... And that sound is the evacuation siren. That's UCWF, folks, where the action could get real at any moment. Can we speed the evacuation up at all? Thank you, security team.
Is this thing on? Good. Listen to the announcer, folks. This ain't kayfabe. This is symbiote business, and business is bad for you. Clear out and don't come back. We're taking this ring over until we get what we want. Two things. We want to see my son, and we want to see my other. Because this war isn't about a belt or a title. This is about something much bigger than that. This is a...
Hosts and symbiotes, Brocks of all ages, welcome to Venom War, where Team Eddie versus Team Dylan is just the tip of the iceberg. Non-stop action stretches from the ring to the streets, to the boardroom, and beyond. Plus, you never know who might throw their hat into the ring. All leading to the main event of father versus son. Who's this now? Spider-Man joining the main event. can only be one. Venom War begins this August at your local comic shop.
A zombiote mailman. Seen it all, folks. Seen it all.
Princess Jellyfish. And guess what? It's a number one.
But it came out a long time ago.
Stinging Beauty. Tsukimi Kurashita has a strange fascination with jellyfish. She's loved them from a young age and has carried that love with her to a new life in the big city of Tokyo. It just like making fun of my lisp. It's not nice.
You don't lisp. That's the problem.
She resides in Amazukan, a safe haven for girl geeks who regularly gush over a range of things from trains to Japanese dolls. However, a chance meeting at a pet shop has Tsukimi crossing paths with one thing that residents of Amazukan have been desperately trying to avoid: a beautiful and fashionable woman. But there's much more to this woman than her trendy clothes. This odd encounter is only the beginning for a new and unexpected path for Tsukimi and her friends.
I would love a full-size book.
Rejected by the hero's party. A princess decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. Number one. And it's shrink wrapped for your protection. People like you are called heroes. Before she reunited with Red in the quiet town of Zoltan, Princess Rizlet of Logivria was renowned not only as royalty, but as the brave warrior Rit. She even enlisted as a mercenary to defend her home against the demon lord before the heroes' party stepped in. But after going their separate ways, she finds herself suddenly thrown out of her country. Now Rit has no choice but to embrace her new, untethered life as an adventurer, traveling where the wind blows. Though who knows where in Avalon she'll end up. We have another video.
I'm traveling where the wind blows.
Okay, well, we have another video.
Sorry, I was busy traveling.
You're not Rit.
Alrighty then. So that was the last of our trailers. Sorry we didn't show them when we showed the books. We suck.
We really are bad at this. Solo leveling number 9. Star Wars Mace Windu, The Twilight Run. Too many losing heroines. Number 1. Let's see if we can read this one. Support group for sore losers. The popular girls in Nukavizi's Kazukiyo class seems to have it all. Good looks, lots of friends, and the hearts of all their crushes. Except not. Upon witnessing the shocking turn of events where the popular Yanamami Anna gets friend-zoned by the boy who has crushed on her since childhood, Kazuyuki starts noticing all her fan favorites are getting similarly turned down by the boys they like. Surrounded by heartbroken heroines, can he keep their spirits up and make sure they don't give up? Or is this a rom-com world where the girls never get their dream guy?
Alrighty then. Not shrink wrap for your prediction, so it's G-rated. PG rated.
Book of Evil by Scott Snyder and Jacques. Book of Evil is the kind of story you read out loud in the dark. Imagine that from tomorrow morning onward, nearly every baby born into this world is a future sociopath. No, future psychopath. Sorry, psychopath. There is no answer as to why the change is happening. Is this human evolution, devolution, an incurable virus of some kind? Regardless, just like that, the new normal is psychopathy. 50 years later, 4 friends must set off on a journey that will take them down the roads and rivers of a transformed America in hope of finding a place where goodness still lives. Blending prose and multiple kinds of illustration, Scott Steiner and Jacques present a tale of growing up in a world even more harrowing than our own.
Sounds very interesting. Oh,
Nemesis Reloaded. What?
very cool.
It is. It's kind of graphic, kind of text heavy graphic.
Very text heavy.
And then we'll end this night with 2 new books that came in for our gaming aficionados. I will hold up one, and the video will hold one, so you can see. It's Create Unique Characters. Dive into the Player's Guide to Tenorus, a treasure trove crafted for both Tenorus and any 5e setting. Whether you're exploring Tenorus, realms of your imagination, or established world, this guide offers unmatched versatility. Bye, guys.
All right, we'll see you all later.